Cedric the Entertainer. Now, here is Conan O'Brien.
Please. Thank you very much. Thank you. Very much. Thank you so much. Yeah. I just love hearing the woos die out, kind of. Ooh, like little baby ducks just dying out in a cold pond, slowly, going to sleep. Welcome to the show. We have such a great show tonight.
Yes, we do.
Are you telling me we do, or are you asking me we do?
Is there a difference?
There really is no difference. We really do have an excellent show. Love our guests tonight. We're gonna have a lot of fun. Day's been dominated, though. Everyone's been riveted to their TV set today. Have you not been watching? Have you been watching today? You don't know what I'm talking about, do you? I'm talking about The Bachelor. Might as well be. The whole day, congressional testimony by Trump's former lawyer, Michael Cohen. That's been on TV all day long. I got up this morning, it was on. I was watching it with my kids.
Yeah.
They were like, Daddy, what's hush money? I was like, I'll pay you $20 if you'd never ask that again. It was really interesting. There were some riveting moments to the testimony today. Michael Cohen called President Trump a con man and a racist. Yeah. Trump asked, yeah, but did he say anything bad about me? Get to the bad stuff. We all know what we know.
Why do you think my base loves me?
I know. At the very end of the hearing, Michael Cohen said he hopes his testimony heals America. That's what he said. Yeah, not only is Michael Cohen a bad lawyer, he's a terrible doctor. He thought a day of this would heal us. How's it going to heal us? Oh, that was interesting. Cohen said this. This was fascinating to me. He said that President Trump has gone to great lengths to keep his SAT scores secret. He's president of the United States.
Yep.
His scores must be really bad.
Yeah.
They must be really, really bad. If he's president, he's like, no one can ever know. I may never get a job after this. My God, they must be terrible. No wonder Trump created his own university. Seriously, I was thinking about that. He created his own university. Hey, Ma, I got into Trump University. High five me, Ma. Yeah, the testimony was all over TV today. You know, they always do these things to try and make it easier for you to watch the testimony, so it's understandable. So I was watching NBC, and they had this sort of informational graphics that would slide in next to a congressman or congresswoman when they were testifying or asking a question, and it would just give you a little information about them, let you know who they are. For example, this is Congressman Robin Kelly. Hers right there. You can see they put in all this nice information that tells you about her time in Congress, lets you know who she is. And I thought, well, that's pretty useful. But I noticed as I watched the hearing and it went on, the stats kind of became less useful, less helpful. For example, Congressman Mark Green of Tennessee, check it out. It says right here, it slid in and said, yellow belt in Taekwondo, disowned his son for listening to rap, once referred to salad as French fries for gays. That was weird. I didn't think that was helpful. Yeah. I kept watching. Then it said this about Congressman Jim Jordan. He was talking. And it said with him, gluten and immigrant intolerant. Apartment has over 47 wall punch holes. Once put his penis into a warm pita pocket. It's weird.
Who has it?
Yeah. Well, I can't really cast a stone at him. Then they had this one for Texas Congressman Chip Roy. Check it out. It says, born in a Toyota Corolla, host of Bald is Bodacious podcast, ejected from T-ball games his son wasn't even playing in. And finally, I thought this was the most interesting. Finally, Representative Clay Higgins of Louisiana. Check this out.
While they're incarcerated,
Wife told him, don't go with the vest. You a big Cedric the Entertainer fan?
Yeah.
I love Cedric the
yeah.
Entertainer. We are going to take a little bit of a break, come back. Cedric the Entertainer is here. We'll see you in a second. Stick around. My guest tonight, one of the original kings of comedy. Currently, you can see him in the CBS series The Neighborhood. Please welcome such a funny man, Cedric the Entertainer.
It's nice.
Cedric, I gotta say, that is a lot of pressure. You've got the Entertainer, and you live up to it.
Yeah, I do.
The Entertainer is in your name.
Yeah, but it's a family of us. No,
It's an old family
it's an
name.
old family name.
Yeah.
My granddaddy Ezra, the Entertainer.
Ezra the Entertainer.
He was a mean, gruffy old man, but he was funny.
But you know, I'm curious. I would not want to be Conan the Entertainer. It would feel like there was too much. I'm Conan the Time Killer.
Well, you couldn't be Conan the Entertainer because it's already a Conan the Barbarian.
You're right, there is.
So
there is that. Yeah.
You can't Conan. Someone owned the Conan.
Yeah, someone already has it. I can't do that.
They have the Conan the already.
You know what helps you?
Andy, however,
I could be Andy the
guy who works at
equivocator.
the equivocator.
The equivocator.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I didn't. That's not whatever I would have said about you.
No one knows how to equivocate.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
I'm envious. Many reasons of you. I'm envious. You're a very funny man. You dress so well. You look amazing all the time. I love the hats. The hats look fantastic.
I always thought you looked great in the hat, man. You know.
I don't think I can. You know, I have a problem with hats. Is that I have a huge head, and it's hard. Seriously, I go to hat stores and they usually can't find a hat that will fit me.
Yeah. I mean, because what is it, like an 8, 9, 8? Like
There's no number for what
There's
I
no
have.
number what you have. You have to get an adjustable.
Yeah.
Even when you get the adjustable trucker hats, they don't work.
It's the measurement they use for planets.
Yeah. I think I brought you a hat. I wanted to see if this.
You
was
brought me a
cool,
hat?
I thought this would be a cool, like snazzy hat.
Let me just
Now,
let me tell you, I doubt this is going to fit
Well,
because
now
whenever
that I
someone
look at it-
Really? Okay.
Now
all
that I
right.
look at it, it feels like it's no. I totally didn't think about the size thing. I'm sorry. That
You know what this
under-
is? This is a hipster yarmulke.
You,
It's just like,
Yeah.
look at that. This could not. I like it when there's a little bit of the hair coming
Yeah.
forward like that.
yeah. You make
There's a
some-
new look for the show.
You got to make somebody a cool whiskey drink, man. What do you need, pal? What are you doing?
I'd like me a cool whiskey, is what I like.
It actually looks more like a bonnet.
Now
when you
there,
wear that.
looks
now
like a
that's the way to
A
go.
bonnet.
It looks like a bonnet. You're right.
Yeah.
Andy's right. It does look like I'm skipping through the lane, carrying flowers.
But when you went forward, you kind of made it cool. When you brought it down, like over the eyes, look at that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Look
but
at
now
you.
Let's see the profile. He's left 40% of his head uncovered.
Oh, wow.
It was a nice gesture.
So, okay.
You know
all
what?
right.
You know what it was? It was a very nice gesture.
Yeah, I missed the size count on
Yeah.
that one. It was.
You know, I also envy your voice. I don't like my own voice. You have such a mellifluous, low. He does. You do. Listen to that voice.
Mellifluous.
It
I'm
is.
gonna have to look that
yeah,
up
I'm
when I
no
leave here.
equivocator. That's a mellifluous voice.
You know, my voice changed like most people. It changed around 13, 14, and I would like.
I can't relate.
I would answer the phone.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Like the episode of the Brady
No,
Bunch with
no, it was
Peter.
the second Obama term is when my voice got.
But it got deep, and like all my, my mother's friends and people would call, and I would like, "Hello, how are you?" And they were like, "Ooh, who is this?" I'm like, it's your nephew. Like, Jesus.
I'm 13.
Yeah, like, who did you turn into right then? You know, so.
I'm 13, baby.
But I would use it for my kids when they were smaller. You know, I would just do the like cool Sunday jazz radio voice. They'd be cranky and trying to go to bed. I'm like, hey, kids, it's time to lay down and get into bed. Yeah! Next thing you know, they're like, oh, thanks, Dad. That's so relaxing.
It's very relaxing.
Maybe I'll have a Merlot with my...
We're gonna go to sleep now, kids.
Yeah.
Cool jazz. I want to congratulate you. You had, I would think this is a very cool honor. You grew up in St. Louis.
Yeah.
And so they contact you and they say, we want to name, what's the matter?
No, my collar
you
was
were
doing
pulling-
a crazy thing.
Oh.
I kept seeing it. It was like, just flying out. It was like my collar just kept creeping up, like going, like, hey, Conan, it just kept. All right.
Do you want to go out and come back again?
No, it's good. It's good. It's good.
All right.
We got to
good.
do that. We got to do the whole interview over.
Of course, you know.
This is
you know, people
unusable.
like,
This
yo,
is
my
completely
collar was-
unusable now.
Yeah, is it a way to
I'll
like?
say something other than the equivocator. Give me a second chance.
I want them to fix it in post.
You were in St. Louis.
Yeah.
You're from St. Louis, and they call you up and they say, we want to name a street after you.
So cool.
After a hometown. I think we have a picture from this.
Yes, look
How
at that.
cool is that? Now, I guess the only thing they ask is that you have to be up there all the time, right?
That's the only time
You
people
have to
go.
be next
That's
to
the
the
only
sign.
time people go down the street. It's
Yeah.
like, hey, he's there. Look at him.
That's, first of all, congratulations.
Thank you,
Honestly,
man. That was big.
congratulations. Well, is it a good street? Did they pick out a good street?
It's a
for you?
nice part of town. That's, you know, we kind of insisted on that at least. But I had to make rules too. Like, as soon as I left, I had to tell people, look, do not steal anybody's Amazon package off my street. You know, I don't want to.
You want your street to be respectable.
Yeah, I don't want people like the news and on, say, the Entertainer Street, someone like. So, you know.
So no Amazon stealing.
No
packages.
Amazon stealing. Only one weed man. It can only be one weed man in there.
Hey, you don't want any murders either.
No murders.
Yeah, no
Like,
murders.
you know,
Yeah.
But then, you know, when
Terrible murder on Cedric the Entertainer Street today.
not so good.
9 people murdered each other.
No.
Yeah, oh yeah, it was
Yes,
bad.
Yeah, let it be. Yeah. but you know, like being from there, it's like, and don't call me. Like if it's a pothole on the street, people go like, oh, I know Sid. I'll just call him. Said it's a pothole in front of 1429.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, dude, that still belongs to the city. It's just my name. I'm not.
So your word, people are going to be asking
got the
you.
money? Come
you're
on.
trying to fix this stuff.
Fix this pothole, man. Come on.
You've been.
That would be awesome if you showed up with some asphalt.
Yeah. All right.
I take my street very
That'd
seriously.
be, really, you know what? That'd be a fun thing to do, almost as a prank, one time. Have someone call. Just monitor, and if someone called in, you show up dressed like this and fix the pothole.
Oh, that would good. That's something you would do. I like that.
People would love that.
I would do that. I'm going to do that.
We'll do it with you.
Yeah, that'd be fun because somebody, you know, is definitely going to complain about something like right away. So,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I'll be there as
People
the
are
person.
assholes, you know. And I'm-
Sandy in the street. What if all the lights went out? I just came and gave people candles, like an old. I'm sorry, but the electricity's off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
I
we
think
do on
also
Segways.
you ought to be able to let yourself into anybody's house whenever you
Of
want.
course.
Yeah.
That's the. That's
And just the
thing.
fridge. Yeah.
Hey,
Just
you're
sit
on my
down and
street.
start eating. You should be able to do that.
Hey, it's my street. How are you?
Yeah.
You work with a good friend of mine, Mr. Tracy Morgan, on The Last OG.
yes.
What's it like working with Tracy? Is he, you know, he, first of all, we're all glad that he's well, that
Yes.
he survived his trials and tribulations, but he is an amazing character.
He is. He is a crazy, fun character. I love doing that show, The Last OG. And then, you know, I went to see Tracy, you know, after he got well and he got the Walmart money.
Yeah.
So he bought this big, huge mansion. And I went with my agent, and it was one of these first times I ever saw, like, white privilege kick in because my agent just knocked on his door and opened the door and went in the house. And I'm like, dude, black people have dogs or something. I'm not walking right in,
do
bro.
that,
Like, you don't walk right in. He was like, knock, knock, knock. Hey, Tracy. I was like, whoa. But Tracy was living, you know, very rich. He had the robe on. He had a long cigarette. He didn't smoke. Had a small dog in his hand. I was like, but he hadn't got all the rich stuff down, right? You know, so he's,
Right.
you know, he got caviar on Ritz crackers, you know, like.
Hadn't quite figured it out.
You know, yeah, he's got like, you know, he's got like champagne, but pouring it in Kool-Aid cups, you know. That's what I'm saying. You know, like, Ray, you know, you don't have all the real millionaire stuff down, right? You know,
Yeah.
A lot of cars.
A lot of
cars. Tracy Morgan had a lot of cars, a lot of sports cars. We would ride around the block. He had a Bugatti one day, and a Ferrari, and we'd just get in and ride around the neighborhood, and then he just parked, and that was it. It's New York.
He doesn't take him out for.
Oh, no, all right, there you go.
He takes him once around the block,
Yeah,
and that's
like
it.
that's it, and then we'll switch cars.
He's living the life.
He's doing it. I was like, dude, this is like somebody who just got money. This is like, you've been on 30 Rock at least 30 years.
He wasn't getting Bugatti money.
Yeah, I guess not.
The Neighborhood, congratulations, picked up for a second season. Nice. It's a funny show. You have.
Cool cast.
It's a cool cast, and it's you know, obviously for such a long time in this country, race has been a hot button topic, still is, and this is a show that's dealing with it, and but also in a way that where people can laugh.
Yeah, you know, it was a show. This show was created by Jim Reynolds, really about gentrification. It's something that's going on all around. You know, it seems like we're being pulled apart right now. You would think that everybody is kind of being pulled and have to pick a side. And then we started to talk about when a neighborhood starts to change, when someone moves in. And so the show is about this young white family moving into this predominantly black neighborhood, and you know, and how we learn to get along. You know, and so, but you start to see that, like, you know, you can know when gentrification is coming.
Do you know? I mean, have you yourself? You think when you drive around, you're able to look at a neighborhood and say, "I know this is about to gentrify," or gentrification is happening right now?
Oh yeah, you can look at it. You can just tell, like, soon as there's not a check cashing place there, and you go, like, where did that Starbucks come from? That was
Starbucks probably usually
Starbucks always gives it away. It's just a dead giveaway. As soon as you get it, you're like, oh, it's starting to happen. It's starting to happen. Anytime you see a hybrid dog, you know it's starting to happen.
Any kind of doodle.
Any kind of doodle.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, wait a minute. Yeah. What is that? What is that? A Malpoosel doodle?
Yeah. When you see a Labradoodle with Starbucks, you know.
Yeah,
you just know you're screwed.
You know, you hear yoga poses like downward dog, but you see a downward dog with a dog in yoga pants, you know. It starts to change.
Yeah.
People on bicycles late at night, you know, you're like, okay, this is like, it's starting to be a whole new thing around here. And it takes you at least, you know, 40 minutes to find a Popeye's chicken. You're like, all right, it's time to change.
Let me ask you, before we wrap it up, I know you've been married a very long time. How long have you been married?
19 years.
19 years.
19
Congratulations.
Years. And in Hollywood. In Hollywood,
that's the other thing.
It's 107
in Hollywood,
years.
That's right. In Hollywood, that translates to being married 107
years. That's 107 years in Hollywood years. I enjoy being married. I mean, we got a big 20th anniversary coming up. We're going to do something special. I don't even
know what it is for 20th. I know there's a big, for each year.
I Google it.
You Google it?
Yeah, I usually Google it. Like, is it wood, gold?
Yeah, what's the gift supposed to be? I know it's like paper the first year.
Yeah, I believe it's plantains. I'm gonna give her plantains or something like that. I don't know.
Plantains?
Oh, I'm not sure. Like, you know, like from Cuba. You know.
Plantains.
Plantains.
Plantains. No, don't give her plantains.
No.
No, that would be the end of that marriage. Yeah. But a plantain is just a banana that didn't make it. You know? That's always what it looked like to me.
Yeah.
It always looked like an underachieving banana. A banana with low self-esteem that was like, I can't go to college.
Might as well fry me.
Yeah. Just fry me up. I'll just end it now. Well, congratulations. You're a hilarious guy. You're a very nice guy. Very happy for your show. The Neighborhood airs Mondays at 8 on CBS. Check it out. Cedric, the entertainer.
Thank you,
hilarious.
Thank you,
always funny. Always funny. Take a break. Be right back. Cedric, the entertainer. Doesn't get better than that. Ladies and gentlemen, that is our show. Good night, everybody. And it said with him, gluten and immigrant intolerant. Apartment has over 47 wall punch holes. Once put his penis into a warm pita pocket. It's weird.
Who has?
Yeah, well, I can't really cast a stone at him. Then they had this one for Texas Congressman Chip Roy. Check it out. It says, born in a Toyota Corolla, host of Bald is Bodacious podcast, ejected from T-ball games his son wasn't even playing in. And finally, I thought this was the most interesting. Finally, Representative Clay Higgins of Louisiana. Check this out.
While they're incarcerated.
Wife told him, don't go with the vest.